Hi, you guys. Welcome back. Welcome, FI family. I love spending time with you guys. And today we have a special program for you. We're actually going to do a Q&A. Anybody that knows Markeda Newby, I love questions. If you didn't know that, now you know. I'm the speaker who like when everybody raises their hand and asks questions. I like to give answers. I like to give hope. And I like to give clarity on things. So when you do your comments, feel free to always leave questions. I have no problem to take the time to answer them. But we're going to start with our first question. And let's see what it is. Go ahead, young man.
Well, Miss Newby, I was just wondering what advice you would give to someone who feels they have a talent for business, that they got a knack for maybe making a craft or something. What would you advise for them to do to get their business started?
Okay, for those of you who may have not heard the question, from my understanding, young man, your question was, what would I say to someone who has a talent or craft to, that they feel like it comes natural to them, but they haven't quite turned that into money or maybe a business? Was that your question?
Yes, ma'am.
Alrighty, I love that question. And the reason why I love that is because the Bible talks about that God pretty much gives everyone a talent. Everybody has at least one talent. Now, I do believe some people bury their talents. So I do meet some people that says they don't know what their talent is. But for those who have the special privilege of knowing the talent and knowing that they have a great gift or craft, but don't quite know how to start that as a business, the first thing I would want that person to do, now you may be shocked by this answer, but the first thing I would like that person to do is start to work on their value. See, when I first realized that people kept telling me I have a talent to speak, or I should go in business, or I maybe should coach or consult, when they said it, I said, yes, a talent, but I didn't see how that can turn into a business. So it was suggested to me to start working on me. So I started reading books by authors like John Maxwell, Larry Wingate, just different success books that will help me to start increasing my value, increasing my confidence. So when it was time for me to market my talent or market my craft, I knew my self-worth. I sit out with some people and they make scarves and jewelry and I mean just artsy stuff, totally not very artsy, but they're very artsy, but they don't know what to charge or they're not comfortable with charging. So they give it out. And I tell people all the time, understand, if you know your worth and you know your value, you know that you're worth the charge that you're going to charge them. People is going to spend money somewhere. Why not with you? And you know how talented and how great you are. So the first thing I would tell that person to do is to build up their self-worth. The second thing I would tell them to do is to contact FI Coaching, because we have an entrepreneurship program. It's called FIE, and it's pretty much having your own personal entrepreneur coach. How awesome would that be to have your own coach that's going to walk you through, and their whole goal, their whole objective is to help you become successful. How cool is that? I wish I had something like that. That's why we created it. So I hope that helps you out, young man, and answers your question. We have another young man in the audience that have a question. I'm ready.
What book would you recommend that I start reading to work on myself?
What book would I recommend for you to start reading to work on yourself? Is it to work on your business, or is it to work on just you self-improvement?
Self-improvement.
Well, I would say self-improvement. One book that I would suggest, honestly, there's a book by a young author called Larry Wingate. Winget is the last name. Larry, Larry. And the title is going to alarm you. But hey, stick in there with me, you guys. I'm telling you, the book is powerful. The book is called, it has 3 phrases to the book. It's shut up, stop whining, and get a life. Yes, that's the whole title. Shut up, stop whining, and get a life. Yes, it's the whole title. However, the book is powerful. Guess what the first chapter is? Shut up. Second chapter, stop whining. Third chapter, get a life. And that doesn't mean that you're a whiner. It doesn't mean that you're negative. It's just a hardcore book that is very transparent. It's about, how many times a day we say can't. How many times we keep saying, I'm not going to be able to. I don't know. I can't do it. I'm never going to make it. I haven't been made it. I mean, you'll be amazed on how much self-doubt we talk about. Talk to ourselves. There's another book, What You Say When You Talk to Yourself. His name is, I think it's by Chad Amstein. You know, those type of books, the titles are powerful. You know what else I like to do? I like to take a book, open it up to any chapter. Now, when you open a book, it hits you, bam, right in the face. That means that that's a great book for you. So that's all the questions we're going to have time for today. Those are 2 questions. I hope those books help you, and I hope that all makes sense. I never suggest anything I don't do. So let me explain to you. What I told Mr. Steve Drexler is exactly what I did when I went into business, and what I told this other young man is exactly what I did when I went into business. I got in that book called Shut Up, Stop Whining, Get a Life. And you know what? I didn't realize how much negative talk I was saying to myself until I started reading that book. Has really blessed me, and I hope it be a blessing to you guys. Once again, go ahead and add your comments, ask your questions, any suggestions that maybe you read or that you have, please feel free to share with us. I'm sure it'll be a blessing to everyone. Bye, you guys. I'll talk to you soon.